Summer is the most popular travel season of the year, and finding summer travel deals is also really important. Michael Miller, president of Rio Grande Travel Centers, joins us with some summer travel ideas this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Welcome back to the show.
Good to be back.
Great time of year to have you here for sure, because I want to know, what is the most popular type of summer vacation you're finding this year?
Cruises are still very popular, both to the Caribbean, and this time of year specifically, Alaska cruises are very popular.
Yeah, because they get that daylight all the way through late night hours in the summertime, don't they?
That's right. I mean, they're very popular. So, you know, it's hard to get a cabin this late in the game, but Alaska is beautiful, and then of course we see a lot of Disneyland for families.
Are you seeing that a lot now, Disneyland or Disney World?
Actually, both.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know, you know, having lived in Florida, it's so hot in the summertime. I always wonder, are you finding it to be equally a busy travel destination in summertime?
Well, you know, when it comes to kids, I mean, it is, you know, the heat doesn't bother them. They just want to see Mickey. So. Yeah.
It's those costume characters we got to feel sorry for in the heat. Now, what destinations are you finding travelers visiting most in addition to somewhere like Disneyland? What cities are you seeing?
Well, we see customers revisiting Hawaii, rediscovering Hawaii, if you will. Costa Rica is gaining, but the most popular destination for U.S. is still Europe. I mean, specifically Italy and France.
Okay. I'd love to go to Italy or France, although I think Italy's having a bad day after Spain killed them yesterday at the soccer. But I want to know another thing about Mexico, because, you know, we're not that far from Mexico here. It's kind of a more convenient travel destination. Are you finding a lot of people still going to Mexico?
They still go to Mexico. I mean, you know, you want to pay attention to the State Department. You don't want to, you know, the interior can still be, you know, a little dangerous, but you know, south of Cancun, Riviera Maya, you know, they're all inclusive vacations or hotels. Okay. You know, very safe. You know, you fly into Cancun, you're private transfer to any number of mini hotels. So, and, you know, you pretty much stay in the hotel on property. Maybe you'll go golfing down the street, but very safe in the Riviera Maya. Well,
I know you're saying all-inclusive, so obviously we think a lot about cost. When you think about traveling to places like Mexico or Europe, what are we looking at as far as costs? Well,
the all-inclusive resorts, as well as the cruises, I mean, they're very price sensitive. I mean, a lot of deals with cruises, a lot of deals with all-inclusives. I mean, they're the most popular. They're the best value.
Sure. And I know you mentioned it being kind of late in the game. I mean, but it still is only the second day of July, and we still have a good 2 months of summer.
Oh,
so
for Mexico and for cruises, there's a lot of cabins out there.
Okay.
It's just Alaska that is a little late in the game.
Okay.
Because people book early for Alaska.
Well, you know, going back to the cost situation, I'm curious if you see airfare dropping now that we're seeing the gasoline prices dropping down a little.
Not so much. I mean, gasoline is still pretty high, you know, from what it used to be.
Sure.
But the airlines, you know, they're still imposing many charges. You know, in the good old days, we saw a lot of airfares sales. Yeah. We don't see the sales so often anymore. So
and we also don't get as much with what we pay.
Right.
We have to pay all extra for everything, extra for the luggage, extra for the pillow, extra for a drink, a soda, whatever.
Right. So these days you really want to pre-plan if you can. I mean, because you know the last minute deals of the airfares are not there so much anymore.
Well, let's help our viewers with some of those good deals, because I know you would know best. What are some of the best values for vacation travel this summer, and even leading into fall?
We see group travel as very popular and a good price point, because you've got, for most group travel, you're going to have the hotel included, the airfare included.
Right.
You know, we go in and we block the space early. So you've got your hotel included, you've got the airfare included. If it's cruise, many times we'll include the gratuities.
Oh, that's great.
Of course, the food on cruises is included. So group travel
but not the workouts,
popular.
right? They're the extra fitness trainer that you'll need after the cruise from all the food you eat.
Well, they have plenty of exercise equipment on board.
That's true, that's true. So, okay, so all of these ideas, now let me ask you a really practical question. If I was thinking, okay, you know, I do want to go away sometime this summer, I'm not quite sure when yet, how far in advance would I need to talk to you about this?
Call us at any time. I mean, there are still some last-minute deals when it comes
Okay.
to land or cruise.
Okay.
We still get a lot of last-minute deals. It's just the airfare can be challenging.
Right. So you're saying really the bulk of the cost that we're dealing with comes with that airfare then?
Well, I wouldn't say the bulk of it,
Okay.
but a large chunk of it. If you're a family of 4
Sure.
and it's last-minute travel, it's going to be a pretty good price.
What about with Labor Day weekend? I mean, obviously we still have a little ways to go, but I know that if we think ahead for the next holiday following the 4th, we'd be thinking Labor Day. Do you find that there are better deals because it's a holiday weekend, or that it's more expensive because of that?
Typically, holiday travel is a little more expensive. I mean, especially with hotels. I mean, we are seeing some pretty good packages, if you will, to New York. Now, New York has historically been very expensive, except for, not too long ago. But, they're starting to include Broadway shows. The airfare is still pretty pricey, but hotels we're seeing a little better pricing on hotels.
Okay, well, where can we go for more information?
You can go to rgtravel.com or call us at 292-7044.
Fabulous. And of course, if you want to go to the website, you can get more details as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Great, helpful information, and certainly a great time of year for it. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Have a happy 4th this week.
You too.
And coming up next on New Mexico Style, we'll have details about the Santa Fe International Folk Art Market. It is changing the world.